That's important.
Yes, thank you. All right. So, let us now begin with the Tri Mantra. Who would like to sing the Tri Mantra?
¿A quién le gustaría cantar el Tri Mantra?
Va, Fabi.
Bobby?
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand Shuddhatma Bhagwan. Yes.
Namo Vitragai. Namo Arihantanam. Namo Sitanam. Namo Ayari. Namo Vasyanam. Namo Loe Savasamunam. Isopanchanamukaro Savapavapanashano Mangalanam Cha Savesim Padaman Bhavai Mangal. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchitanam. Namo Vitragai. Namo Arihantanam. Namo Sitanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Loe Savasahunam. Isopanchanamukaro Savapavapanashano Mangalanam Cha Savesim Padaman Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shivaya. Jai Satchitanam. Namo Vitragai. Namo Arihantanam. Namo Sitanam. Namo Ayariyanam. Namo Vasayanam. Namo Loe Savasamunam. Isopanchanamukaro Savapavapanashano Mangalanam Cha Savesim Padaman Havai Mangalam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Jai Satchitanam. Jai Satchitanam. Jai Satchitanam.
Wonderful. Jai Sachidanand Shuddhatma Bhagwan. Very wonderful. Very nice. All
Jai
right.
Sachidanand.
Yes. Jai Sachidanand, Anila, Damian, Marcella, Elsa, Gabriel, Carlos, and one more person with an iPhone, Fernando also, and our dear Cecilia, and of course, two Cecilias, huh? And Patricia, huh?
Jai Sachidananda.
Jai Sachidanand. Huh? Well, we proceed further in this increasing understanding that is acquired regarding more and more experience of the self, higher and higher, more and more complete, fuller and fuller experience of the self.
Continuamos con este profundo y creciente entendimiento y la mayor experiencia del ser que sigue creciendo y cada vez más y con más experiencia del ser.
Yeah, and so the next heading and the next paragraph is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines, Dada speaking only. And the heading is the experience of separation.
La experiencia de la separación es este título y son solo 5 líneas de Dada.
Yeah. Since separation is one of the most common words of our being together in satsang, separation. See, separation. If you want to know what the Gujarati word for separation is chuto. Chuto means separate. Chuto.
Bueno, la palabra separación es la palabra que más usamos aquí en satsang. Y separación también se llama chuto. Chuto.
Chuto. And Dadashri begins by saying that discharge cannot be stopped by anyone.
Dada dice que la descarga no puede ser parada por nadie.
What you all see about Dada, what you see about Dada is also discharge. You see, in other words, you see Dada like this, and he's moving, he's eating, talking, sleeping, doing satsang, etc. That is discharge.
Bueno, la descarga no puede ser parada por nadie. Y todo lo que puedes ver de Dada también es una descarga.
Yeah. It says, but Dada says, but for you all, the Spashta Vedan, because you have heard that word very again and again, Spashta Vedan, clear and distinct experience of the self, you see. For you, this Spashta Vedan, the clear and distinct experience of the self cannot be like it is for me, says Dada. For me, it is very clear. For you, that clear and distinct experience of the self cannot remain, you see, because I have placed you in the lift of moksha, whereas for me, this has been a discovery of infinite lifetimes, discovery, and then Dada Shri arose, you see. So,
dice Dada que esta palabra, la separación, la separación para ustedes es diferente. Yo lo sé, Prashat Vedan, es limpia y clara la experiencia del ser. Pero para Dada no es, él nos puso en el elevador y nos elevó, pero él vino en infinita cantidad de vidas para tener esta clara e infinita visión de la separación, experiencia de la separación.
You see, you cannot have the pratyaksh experience of the self. You cannot have the pratyaksh experience of the self, pratyaksh experience of the self that has separated like it is for me, you see?
Ok. Tú no puedes tener el praktyasha, que es la experiencia del ser de separación, como la tengo yo. No puedes tener esa misma experiencia.
Pratyaksh means in front of my eyes. Okay. You're right, pratyaksh. You cannot have the pratyaksh experience of separation that I have, you see. Pratyaksh experience of the separation of the self means wherever, whatever it is, it appears separate to you. It is separate, as if there is no connection, you see.
Yes. Praktyas es lo que está enfrente de los ojos, ¿no? Y la experiencia de poder ver todo lo que sucede enfrente, no podemos tenerla como la tiene Dada. Lo que sea que suceda, todo está enfrente de sus ojos.
Like, yeah, he
Está
says.
separado, es la
Yeah,
experiencia de la separación.
yeah. For instance, this book, which is the Charan Vidhi that is in my hand, all right? If it is lying on the table, you know, I know it, I can see that this is separate from me, right? It's separate. Yeah, I'm not the Charan Vidhi, right? I'm not this book. This, Dada says this body, this M. Patel, absolutely separate. That he can see it in front of his eyes. He sees it in front of his eyes. He sees the entire M. Patel in front of his eyes.
Por ejemplo, este charanvidi que yo tengo en mis manos, o que está sobre la mesa, está absolutamente separado de mí. Yo no soy el charanvidi. Y Dada puede ver el cuerpo de A.M. Patel absolutamente separado y enfrente de él.
You see, and then he says why. He gives us the reason why. You all have been placed into the elevator. Come. Gnanvidi, all of you go in the elevator. All of you Amapuras get into the elevator now. Elevator. And on the 12th floor, when you come out, you will be coming out separate. Pratyaksh separate. You'll be able to see Gabriel and Anila and Damian walking about, talking about, doing whatever he is doing, as if he is another entity, separate.
Yes. Ella dice que puede verse absolutamente separado. ¿Y por qué? ¿Y por qué? A nosotros nos metió todos en el elevador, todos. Y cuando salgamos del piso 12, cuando salgamos, vamos a poder ver absolutamente todo separado. Vamos a poder ver qué es lo que está haciendo Damián, Anila, Gaby. Vamos a poder vernos separados. Como si fuera otra entidad.
Separate. Chuto. Separate.
Shuddha, separados.
Chuto. Yes. Chuto to such an extent. Chuto to such an extent that there is nothing going through from here to here. Nothing going to this from here. Nothing going from here to here. Nothing going from here to here. See? Nothing.
Shuddha separado es, no va nada de acá, ni de acá, acá. Nada. No hay nada que vaya de un lado para el otro. Nada.
This one has become the perfect knower. And this one is the wound up toy, charged battery, and that will discharge. See?
Se convierte en el absoluto conocedor y es el juguete que fue cargado y lo observa, conoce y observa.
So we say Pratyaksh Dada Bhagwan ni Sakshi, right? We say that, like we say, oh my Lord, you are present within me, Dada Bhagwan, the Eternal One.
Oh Lord, está presente en mí, el Eterno.
Yeah, and I'm saying this because I can see him. I say Pratyaksh Dada Bhagwan is Sakshi, right? वर्तमाने महाविद्य क्षेत्र में विचरता तीर्थंकर भगवान श्री सिमंदर स्वामी ने अत्यंत भक्तिपूर्वक नमस्कार करूं છું, right? प्रत्यक्ष दादा भगवान ने साक्षी. What does this mean? It is visible. It means visible in front of my eyes. So not this eyes, inside eyes. Our Dada Bhagwan, our Absolute One, is visible to all of us. Visible with a V capital, visible to all of us, you see. The invisible one has become visible. Because the invisible one can see the invisible one, you see. The invisible one that you and I are, Amapura, can see all the Amapura. And the Amapura, the newly awakened Amapura, can see Dada Bhagwan, This is additional stuff. By the way, the heading is over there,
Dada Bhagwan es lo visible es lo que está enfrente de nuestros ojos, pero nuestros ojos internos, no los ojos externos. Y Dada Bhagwan es absolutamente visible para nosotros, porque lo invisible puede ver lo invisible, el alma pura puede ver lo invisible, y el alma pura puede ver a Dada Bhagwan.
Yeah, yeah. Yesterday, say it was a very rough day and you were up and down, you were doing different things, you see. In sleep, everything was over except you. You woke up and you're here and I am here. And yesterday is history. Yesterday is history, right?
Ayer pudo haber sido un día muy difícil con muchas cosas para hacer, pero después nos fuimos a dormir y todo terminó. Y nos despertó. Y el día de ayer es pasado. Es historia.
Hi, the Amapura, I the Amapura, and my Dada Bhagwan are here, you see, are here. Just like for you, you can say, I, Amapura, and my Dada Bhagwan are here, and this Gabi, this Damian, this Guillermo, this Carlos is here. Here is Carlos is here.
Decimos, ay, alma pura y Dada Bhagwan están aquí. Yo, alma pura, y mi Dada Bhagwan está aquí. Y está para Gaby, está en Guillermo, está en Damián, está en Carlos, está en todos.
You know, our Gnani, the knower in the Gnani, the knower, the absolute one, the knower, and Dada Shri, Gnani Purush Dadashri, the knower. That knower, was present. That knower was present even 1,000,000 years ago.
Nuestro Gnani Dadashri era el conocedor absoluto y ese conocedor estaba presente 1,000,000 de años atrás.
That was 1,000,000 years ago, was the time of Lord Rishabh Dev, you know, the first Tirthankar. Oh, Bhagavan Rishabh Dev Jevo Shuddhatma Chu. You see, so he was present, you know. He was present.
En ese tiempo, hace 1,000,000 de años, era el tiempo del primer Tirthankar, Rishdev.
Rishabh Dev, the Rishabh. 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 Rishabh Dev. Dev means, you know, it's a title, means a supreme human being. Supreme, superhuman being. Rishabh Dev. The one who is absolutely worshipped, you see, by all.
The one, Rishabh es el supremo humano, ¿no? Es un superhumano. Y And it's the doorship, you said?
Rishabdev was absolutely worshipped, the one who is absolutely worshipped,
Yes.
worshipped by everyone. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Y era adorado y por todas las personas.
Nosotros lo tenemos escrito como Ruya de Patri en el...
Bien.
Yeah.
Para que te suene, es el mismo.
Sí, gracias.
Yeah, thank you. Our Dada Shri, not in this body, but as the knower, was present when Lord Rishabdev gave the knowledge of Akram Vignan to his son number 100. He had 100 sons. 99 attained moksha by leaving everything and going to the forest and, the step by step. And this youngest son was left to rule the world as an emperor. He had a lot of queens. He would engage in wars, the usual stuff that kings do: fight wars, win wars, bring home the loot, have a lot of women, spread all the wealth to the people in the kingdom, etc., right? So this young one, the youngest one, was called King or Emperor Bharat, Emperor Chakravarti, Emperor of 6 continents, okay? He was the emperor on the entire world. Bharat, his name was Bharat, and that is the other, Bharat is also the other name of India, Bharat, you see.
Nuestro Dada Shri, como conocedor, estaba presente cuando Rishabha le daba el conocimiento a sus hijos. Él tuvo 100 hijos, a 99 de ellos le dio el conocimiento del camino de paso a paso, y todos estos se fueron al forest, al bosque, a hacer este trabajo de Gnan. Y uno, el menor, quedó para dirigir su imperio, para dirigir, y él hacía las guerras, traía la riqueza, tenía esposas, tuvo hijos, y este hijo menor, rey o emperador, fue Chakravarti, se llamaba, o Bharat, que es el nombre de India, y era el emperador de 6 continentes.
Bharat, we call it Bharat, you see. That's the other name for India, Hindi name for India. But Bharat, Bharat, India, Bharat, King Bharat, he told his dad, my lord, all of my brothers have, and Bharat really, despite being the emperor of 6 continents and all available pleasures and all the wealth of the world, including queens, etc., he was deeply involved in running this kingdom. He was a good, an empire. But he says, well, my brothers have gone, and I still have to struggle with all of these things, every day I'm with a different queen, but when I choose a queen, the other queen is really very upset with me. What? The queens are fighting, and the usual scenarios, right?
Bharat, el rey Bharat decía, bueno, mis hermanos se han ido todos y a pesar de él haberse quedado con todo el poder y los placeres y todo eso, y era muy bueno administrando, pero él debía luchar todos los días con todos los conflictos, incluso si elegía una reina para pasar la noche, las otras reinas se enojaban, ¿no? Como los conflictos de la vida.
And wherever there is conflict, there is no liberation, there is no peace, you see. You might have, now none of the other countries are fighting with you, you're an emperor, everybody's happy. Now the wives are fighting, right? So Niruma used to crack a very special joke. You don't have to worry about 1,600 queens. It is said he had 1,600 queens. You just have to take care of only one queen in the home, right? That should be easy, right?
Y decía, bueno, donde existe el conflicto no hay paz. Y Niruma decía de una forma cómica que él tenía que lidiar con 1.600 esposas. Y tú tienes una sola, así que no debe ser tan difícil una sola reina.
Yeah, So anyway, so the Lord, Rishabdev, he says, you have to take care of this. Otherwise, who will take care of all of this empire? You have to take care of it. But I give you such Gnan that despite doing all of those things, all of this, despite having all of this, you will be in living moksha. It will not touch you. It will not touch you. So he gave King Bharat Akram Vignan. Dada was there. Dada was there. Not in this body, but Dada was there.
Wow. Entonces, emperador Bharat, ¿no? Que le decía al padre que sus hermanos se fueron y tenía que quedarse lidiando. Entonces dice, bueno, ¿quién lo hará si tú no lo haces? Pero te daré a ti tal conocimiento, tal nan, que vas a vivir vas a vivir en moksha y nada te tocará. Y Dada estaba allí y estaba como observador.
Dada did not have Akram Vignan there. He was there. But he says, I will discover it. I will find it out. That is where this Dada says, this has been a discovery of my infinite past lives, you see. Discovery. Why should only men go to moksha? Why can it not be there for women too? Why can it not be for people who continue to live their life instead of walking away from it all, you see?
Si bien Dada estaba presente allí, él no recibió el moksha, pero dijo, yo lo descubriré, y lo descubriré en infinitas vidas pasadas, lo descubrió. Y porque él preguntaba, ¿por qué uno solo irá a moksha? ¿Por qué las mujeres no van a moksha? ¿Por qué no que todos vayan a moksha?
So, give me a couple of minutes.
Yes.
I'll be right back, and then I'm going to tell you about King Bharat and his very precious ring. Ring.
Bueno, le damos unos minutos y va a venir y nos va a contar sobre el precioso anillo del rey Bharat. Yo voy a encender una luz mientras.
So, is Emperor Bharat, it's a very beautiful story, fundamental. The emperor was taking a bath, special bath. I can visualize the Roman bath, with everything. You're there entering a bath, like a mini swimming pool or whatever, And when he came out and he was dried, thoroughly, and then he noticed that his very special ring, which was studded with very precious jewels, was missing. The ring was not there.
Yes. El rey estaba tomando un baño y a Shuddha le viene la imagen de los baños tipo romanos con pileta y cuando sale, mientras que era secado, se dio cuenta que había un anillo que tenía un anillo muy precioso con piedras preciosas que estaba faltando.
And upon seeing his hand, he entered into a cycle of thoughts. Was the ring making my hand look good? Was the ring making me look good? You see? Or was it? Go on.
Y bueno, cuando vio que le faltaba el anillo y que el anillo no estaba en sus manos, entró en un ciclo de pensamientos y pensaba, ¿el anillo me hace ver bien?
Was the ring making me and my hand look good, or is it my hand? Is it my hand that was making the ring look so precious, look good?
¿Era mi mano la que se veía bien con el anillo? ¿O era mi mano la que hacía ver bien el anillo?
That such a human being has come very close to separation, you see. Very close to the I. I am the king. This is the king's ring. It is looking good. People see it and, they're so impressed. Good, you see. And just that cycle of thoughts prepared him for that which was received from his father, you see. The value is of the I, is it not? I am there, and so the ring has value. Is this really my hand,
Cuando se decía estas preguntas, ¿no? ¿Es mi mano? ¿Es el anillo embellece mi mano o es mi mano la que embellece el anillo, no? Y esto es comenzaba la cercanía con la separación y ir hacia el ser. era el anillo del rey, y él estaba impresionado en este ciclo de pensamientos. Y este ciclo de pensamientos fue lo que lo preparó para lo que el Padre le dio.
Mm-hmm.
¿Es esta mi mano?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, the thought, you look at a ring like that. Everybody, ladies wear, and in India, some men also wear rings, you know. Here also, in America, all the players and the coach who wins the Super Bowl gets a Super Bowl ring, which is like a boom, big, big special ring, you see. Mm.
Ujú.
Yeah.
En India las mujeres usan anillos, los hombres también, y aquí en América también. Inclusive los coaches y los jugadores cuando ganan un Super Bowl les dan un anillo que lucen, el anillo del Super Bowl.
So you see now the next heading. The next, I mean, you and I can begin to apply this fundamental sentence to everything. Is this dress that I'm wearing appearing beautiful because I am wearing it? Or is the dress making me look beautiful, or, and why do I want to look beautiful? I mean, you can go on and on and on, you see, but these are all fundamental questions that come to the level of the I and stop there, Who am I? Who am I in this? It's very beautiful, this line of thinking. You have a perfectly good pair of shoes. They're strong, they're clean, they look good, but you want another pair. Why do you want another pair with a heel that is this high?
I'm comfortable, by the way.
And yeah, we men will never know, but I guess you ladies, when we see, I say, why? Like it's like a weapon, it's the end lower and it's like a weapon,
Yeah. En estos pensamientos, ¿no? De la ropa me hace bella, yo hago bella la ropa, ¿por qué quiero lucir bella? ¿No? Y este es un nivel de acercamiento al ser, para poder ver quién soy yo en todo esto, ¿no? Es una línea de pensamiento muy, muy, muy bella que nos va acercando cada vez más al ser. Y dice, ayuda a las mujeres, usamos estos zapatos con tacos así de altos que nos encantan, y ¿para qué? Que parece, además se pueden usar en defensa propia, ¿no? Como armas el taco.
Yeah. All right. So now we go to Dada back again. This was just
Volvemos a nada.
this little story is history. Is in the scriptures all over, in all the scriptures.
Esta hermosa historia
Of
está en
India,
todas las escrituras,
in scriptures of India. Now,
en las escrituras de India.
now the next coming to Dada, the heading is this difference, of the separation between charge and discharge. You see, charge and discharge. What is the What is the difference? Whether, what? Okay. Yeah. The difference in separation of charge-discharge. Okay.
Ujú. Diferencia en la separación, carga-descarga, y cuál es la diferencia.
Dadashri is saying otherwise, no one can understand the difference between charge and discharge and everything that is associated with this separation. It is separate. Charge is always separate from discharge, you see. It's so for everyone. Charge is separate from discharge, but no one can tell the difference. No one can understand the difference, you see.
Yes. Dadashri dice que de otra manera nadie lo entendería. La carga está separada de la descarga, pero nadie lo entiende.
You know, the line of demarcation, Amapura, Soyamapura, this is Cecilia, Fabiana, etc. You see, that line of demarcation simply does not arrive or happen. It's not there, you see. And so you cannot really really know discharge, you see. You really cannot know discharge. It's only when you're up above it, then you say, what's this? This is discharge. This is discharge. You have to have a line of demarcation. You have to be the self, come home to see the non-self, you see.
Sí. La línea de separación entre el alma pura y Cecilia, Fabiana y todos los files, es como que no está allí, así que no puedes realmente saber la descarga. Y eso solo lo puedes ver cuando regresas al ser, cuando regresas al hogar, que puedes ver quién está descargando.
It is only after the Atma Gnan, after the knowledge of the self that happens, it is only after Atma Gnan that the discharge can be realized. You realize means to know, Realize means to know. It is only after Atma Gnan, Soyama Pura, that you can really know this discharge. Realize this discharge. Realize the self, then know this discharge. You see, this discharge.
Yes. Solo luego del Atma Gnan puedes y el conocimiento del ser, puedes conocer la descarga. Solamente el alma pura puedes darte cuenta y conocer la descarga.
It is Dada has got another sentence in here. It says only after after becoming Atma Swarup. Atma Swarup. Atma Swarup means Amapura. After becoming Amapura. Before we were Jad Swarup, we were sleeping. Only after becoming Atma Swarup. the experience of the Amapura, the experience of the Amapura is called Atmagnan. Experience of the Amapura is called Atmagnan, knowledge of and as the self, the I, knowledge. So only after becoming Atma Swarup, you begin to realize, understand, see, and the discharge. See the discharge. And it's a magnificent sentence because this is our experience now. See, this is our experience. You can see the life of Damian as it is happening in discharge. It is discharging. You see? You're realizing this discharge. The more you realize discharge, the more you know discharge, the more you are here, more you are in the Ama.
Solo luego de volverte a Atma Swarup, que es alma pura, con la experiencia, ¿no?, del conocedor, puedes ver. Antes estábamos dormidos. Ahora tenemos la experiencia, el entendimiento de poder ver la descarga, y es nuestra experiencia. Y podemos ver la experiencia de Damián, cómo sucede su descarga, cómo es su vida. Y cuanto más conocemos esto, más estamos en el alma pura.
And Dada gives a very beautiful reason, beautiful sentence that follows now. He says, Dada says now, this is because when charge stops, then we know, you and I know, hey, what is this? It's only when charge stops that you can know what is this Gabi complex, Shuddha complex, Cecilia complex. And you see, only after charge stops, because charge stops means you, the real entity, the real in everything, you, the real energy is moved away. What is this?
Yes. Dada dice que cuando la carga para, puedes ver. Y dices, ¿qué es? ¿Qué es esto? ¿No? Shuddha, Cecilia, Gaby. Cuando la carga para, entonces lo único que queda es lo real. Y todo se movió, y se movió a lo real.
Mm-hmm.
Entonces, ¿qué es esto?
This also is discharge, separation heading. You know, discharge, 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 right? Discharge, separation heading is also with 5 lines. Dada speaking only 5 lines. I'm giving you line by line. When the charge stops, then you'll realize, you and I, all of us realize, what is this that is remaining? What is this that is remaining? We know the next day, morning after the Gnanvidhi, there is still the Fabi, there is still the Guillermo or the Damian, you know. But It is not the Fabi anymore, or the Guillermo, or the Damian anymore. It's the discharging complex. You know, there is nothing new happening in this one.
Cuando la carga para, te das cuenta, puedes ver, reconoces que lo que queda es la descarga, es Fabi, es Guillermo, es Damián, pero no eres tú, es el complejo de descarga lo que está sucediendo.
Now then, having given the last sentence here is that when Dada says when charging stops, then we here means Dada. When charging stops, then we know discharge. Exactly, we know discharge. We know discharge. Here, look, this is where Dada is. To know discharge means to know discharge, really just discharge. To know discharge.
Wow. Dada dice que cuando la carga para, entonces nosotros, cuando dice nosotros habla de Dada, del Gnani, dice sabemos qué es la descarga. Y es aquí donde está. Entonces conoces la descarga.
Yeah. And this is, you know, this is the final view of discharge, you see. Final view of discharge is exactly known by becoming being and becoming Atma Swarup, the self. And the self only, self. Amapura. Then discharge is known, you see. So, you know, we are all learning, learning and knowing discharge for what it is. And it's highly individualized for every human being, right?
Yes. Conocer la descarga, ¿no? Es la visión final exacta de lo conocido, ¿no? Y entonces somos Atma Swarup, somos el ser, somos alma pura. Entonces la descarga es conocida, aprendiendo y conocido. Y es individual para cada uno.
Yes. Does anybody want to say anything before we take a little break here?
¿Alguien quiere decir algo antes de tomar el recreo?
Okay. All right. Yes, Marcella. Yes.
Una pregunta que de la primera parte. Habían Tirthankar en la Tierra antes, ¿no es cierto? En Barakchetra. Entonces, ¿era posible obtener la liberación desde este planeta antes? ¿Porque habían Tirthankars? Esa es la pregunta.
Marcela wants to know, is asking, before in this planet there were Tirthankars and Bharat Kshetra. So in that times people can obtain liberation.
Yes, 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 absolutely.
Sí,
He's
sí.
the fully enlightened one, you know, Lord Mahavir. In his knowledge, in his favored Gnan, in his absolute knowledge, on this earth of ours, in northeast India, in the northeast location in India, you know, he attained Keval Gnan, absolute knowledge, you know. And even before that, he was describing, and after that especially, there is descriptions of this entire universe as he saw it, you see. That's exactly what Dada is giving it to us. But he says, I am like a garland, or I am like a gold necklace, for I am like a gold necklace that decorates Lord Mahavir. So you see this, you see the gold that this Lord is wearing, right? And he says, I'm like, Dada says, hey, me and Lord Mahavir, don't you even compare. Don't compare. I am simply the decoration. I am simply the decoration this for Lord Mahavir. You know, in other words, he's just, I decorate Lord Mahavir so that people will understand him, you see. You see, through his words, you know, and we, you and I, Patricia, and our dear Fabi and Damian, we are decorating our Dada. You understand? This is the whole process of just kind of, oh, can I be here? I don't, you know, can I do something? Can I be here? Can I?
A tu pregunta, Marce, sí, en esa época se podía conseguir la liberación, y en el noreste de India, Lord Mahavir había obtenido el Kevalgan, que es el absoluto conocimiento, y él descubrió el universo entero, igual que Dada lo hizo con nosotros. Y Dada dice, yo soy como este simple collar de oro que decora a Lord Mahavir cuando mostró la imagen de Simendar. Soy una simple decoración de Lord Mahavir. Y entonces esto permitirá que las personas lo puedan entender. Y de la misma forma nosotros estamos decorando, Patricia, Shuddha, Fabiana, Damián, estamos decorando simplemente.
Yeah, you see this from Rishabdev Dada, Bhagwan. We call him, by the way, this is very interesting. Even this Rishabdev was called, you know, the Jains call him Dada, Rishabdev Dada Bhagwan. They call him Dada, you see. The grand number one Tirthankar, right? And 23 more after them, the number 24 was Lord Mahavir. So all these 24 were here. Okay. Born here, attain moksha here. On this earth, may this beautiful earth of ours, here, right here. And this is called Bharat Kshetra. It's not Bharat Kshetra, you see. This is because it was King Bharat was the emperor of all of this real estate on this continents, you see. And so all 24th, my dear Marcella, were present here. But, and then the time changed, and now there will be no more. And so Gnani Purush Dadashri found a way of not missing the train, you see. Put us all in the lift, the elevator lift of Akram Vignan, and go, get out of this world and go where this Lord is, where this Lord is, you see. This Lord exists.
Oh, yes. Rushadev Dada fue el gran primer Titankar. Y el número 24 fue el Lord Mahavir. Y todos ellos nacieron en esta bella tierra, en este mundo. Y luego cambió el tiempo. Pero Dada encontró la forma de poder elevarnos todos a este Akram Vignan que nos dice, ve dónde está el Lord. Y este Lord existe.
And this satsang, this talk that we are sharing, he knows, he receives it, because he has a human body. He's present, you see. He is present up there.
En esta conversación que estamos teniendo, este Lord tiene un cuerpo y está presente.
Vishuddhatma Bhagwan. Okay, so let us take our coffee mate break and then matcha break, and we'll be back, okay?
Okay, 10 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Jai Sachidanand, Shiva.
Jai
Thank
Sachidanand.
you.
10 minutos de
Gabi.
recreo.
Hi, Shiva. Jai Sachidanand.
Okay. So, shall we continue?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. The next heading on page 53 is, we just finished charge-discharge separation, and now the next heading is that is when it charges, you see.
Ahí es cuando carga ese próximo título.
May charge, you see. That
Donde
is
puede
when.
cargar.
So in India, it's a tropical country, right? And so we have a lot of tropical fruits, and the most prized fruit is the mango. Prize means everybody loves it. We have millions of trees, and for the population, you get all kinds of gorgeous mangoes, and they usually are there right now. This is the mango season, you see, in summer. Now, Dadashri has used the mango a lot for representing that which is very sweet, very tasty, very lovely. Even if you hold it in your hand, it's got so many different colors, and the skin is smooth, everything. Yeah, Dadashri has used the mango as the object of human desire, you see.
Yes. India es un país que es tropical y tiene toda clase de frutas tropicales. Y el mango es uno de esos frutos que son los que las personas más les gustan. Justamente ahora estamos en temporada de verano, que es la temporada del mango. Y Dada usa mucho el mango, que representa lo dulce, lo sabroso, los colores, la piel suave, y lo usa comparándolo con el objeto del deseo humano.
I'm giving you the exact sentence now.
Ahora nos va a dar la exacta oración.
All right. Now, you see, not everybody's got a mango tree in India, but they buy it in the market, They get shipped all over, and then it's available,
No todos tienen un árbol de mango en la casa, pero bueno, lo compran y eso es enviado desde los lugares donde se cosecha.
So now the Adarshi begins with this sentence that having eaten the mango, if it is a little sour, you see, then he will spoil his face towards the mango. First, he spoils his face towards the mango, and then he begins conflict with the one. What, you brought this stupid mango? You don't know how to select mangoes. You wasted the money.
Entonces dice que puedes agarrar el mango y puede tener un sabor como medio extraño, lo primero que hace es dar la vuelta a la cara, mirar el mango, y dice, tú has comprado este mango, no tienes idea, eres un estúpido, no sabes seleccionar el mango.
The other says that there is no problem in eating the mango. No problem in eating with the mango, but all the other extra stuff that you did, you see, but the conflict that you enter into is charge, that conflict. You created a verbal conflict. What? You don't know how to select mangoes, man. How long have you been going to the market? Is this what you do with the mango? Do you know how expensive they were? Stupid mango. So he throws the mango, he insults the servant, you see. And that is charge. That is charge, you see.
Dada usa el ejemplo del mango y dice, cuando dice este mango, no sabes comprar mango y no sabes comprar el mango, no lo sabes seleccionar, no sabes que cuesta caro, eres un estúpido y trata mal al sirviente y tira el mango a la basura. Entonces, este conflicto extra que creaste es lo que crea la carga.
And if while eating it, they're relishing it and enjoying the lovely taste, the flavor of it, you see. He will say, while he's eating it, oh, this tree is very good. This tree is super. You see, that also is charge. That also is charge. The eating process, the kriya of eating, is not the charge. These opinions, first their inner opinions, then they come out, you see, get verbalized. Creates a new mind for next life. There are people who will say, oh, mangoes? No, I don't like them in this life. I just cannot stand them. It means you have an account. Mangoes are mangoes, but you have an account from past life. Some people are allergic to it, you see.
Yes. Por ejemplo, si estás comiendo el mango y lo estás disfrutando, y decís que exquisito este mango, qué buen árbol, es un árbol súper. En el proceso de comer el mango no hay no está la carga. La carga se produce cuando tenemos una opinión. Podemos tener una mala opinión o podemos tener una buena opinión y ahí cargamos. El mango nos gusta, entonces en ese mismo momento que estamos emitiendo la opinión, estamos creando una mente para la próxima vida. Y si en la vida pasada el mango no les gustaba, en esta vida puede ser que el mango no les guste, lo genere alergia o lo que fuera. Pero esa es una cuenta de la vida pasada. Comer o no comer no es el tema, es la opinión lo que carga.
Yeah, so Dadashri says, like all of you are familiar with the mango, right? You have different ways of eating it. You take the mango.
Yes.
Yeah, you take the mango. And, you can either slice it and cut it, or, like in India, they squeeze the outside skin, they massage the outside skin, they take the top part off and make a hole, and then it goes directly, into the mouth with the with the juice, mango juice, right? And then when that little inside stone is still there, it's it's rich. It's got a lot of juice still inside it. So then you hold it with your hand and you just suck on it like a bar of soap, but sweet, just suck in always until there's nothing left, right? This is the style they eat, and they will eat 3-4 mangoes with a meal, and then another, just a lot of mangoes they eat. They eat it with chapatis, chapati, or they take out the juice and then dip the chapati into the juice and they put it in their mouth and they say, heaven, heaven.
Bueno, nosotros comemos mango, lo conocemos y puede ser que lo cortemos en rodajas, en finas rodajas. Se come así y también puedes estar masajeándolo, apretándolo un poco. Luego le quitas la parte superior y te tomas el jugo. Y luego que ya no le queda jugo, la semilla que tiene adentro, que es como un hueso, la agarras con las manos y comienzas a sacarle, a chupar el jugo. Y también lo pueden comer en India con chapati, y mojan el chapati en el jugo y dicen, no, esto es el paraíso.
Yeah. If you take that inner stone inside and if you plant it vertically inside the earth, it will start a new mango tree, And so Dadashri says, eat the mango, enjoy it, no problem. Don't plant that seed anywhere. Don't plant that seed anywhere. In other words, to plant the seed is, what stupid mango you brought here? You don't even know how to select it. That's planting the seed of the mango, the tree.
Puedes comerte el mango, lo puedes disfrutar. Y si cuando terminas te quedas con la semilla, con ese hueso, y lo entierras parado, va a crecer un nuevo árbol de mango. Entonces Dada dice, come el mango, disfruta el mango, pero no plantes un nuevo árbol, porque esa es la carga para una nueva vida.
Yeah, so he says if you plant it again, planting anything is through verbalized opinions. I hate that man. I love that woman. Now Becking, you're planting it again, my friends,
Entonces esto de plantar la semilla es verbalizar. Yo amo a esa mujer o ese hombre, yo odio a esa mujer o ese hombre, y eso es plantar, eso es cargar.
But what happens instead, Dadashi says, if you roast the seed, to roast the seed means Samabhave nikale, to roast it, the seed. To roast the seed means you have to render it such, whether it is aggressive plant or whatever it is, you settle it with equanimity. You see, that means you're roasting the seed. You see, any of the agnas will roast the seed of a new life. You see?
Tostar la semilla es sambanical, y eso es resolver con ecuanimidad. Es tostar la semilla, es resolver con ecuanimidad, y lo resolves con las 5 agnas.
But Dada always comes back to this Mo, the dying one. He calls every human being the dying one. But Mo, Dada says, but this one here, he spoils his face towards the mango, He spoils it. Dada is observing all of these things because not all mangoes are perfect, Some of them may not have ripened properly, And so they may be still sour. By the way, the more sour a mango is, the sweeter it will be when it is ripe, you see. It become very sweet when it's ripe. So, but why spoil your face towards this mango? You see? And Dadashri says he's eating, and if I look at his face, I know that his mango has turned out to be sour. In the family or wherever they're sitting together, everybody gets 1 or 2 or 3 mangoes, or the lady of the home has really gone through the trouble of really taking out the fresh mango juice in a bowl for you, in which you can add some ginger and salt, and it even brings out more flavors. Excuse me.
Dice que Dada llama Mua al que muere, ¿no? Entonces, sí que el que muere arruina su cara con un mango. Y por el sabor, ¿no? Puede estar, no estar listo el mango, no estar lo suficientemente maduro. Y entonces pone cara rara, arruina su cara. Y cuando está dulce, que ya está maduro, está a tiempo, tiene otra cara. Y Dada dice, yo puedo darme cuenta si veo su cara, me doy cuenta si su mango está rico o no. Y le pueden agregar jengibre o le pueden agregar dulce, para mejorarle el sabor.
Shuddha and Nima have a mango tree behind the home here, and Florida is like India, you see. So I just want to show you. We have lovely mangoes that grow, you see, which we share with, whoever comes to our home, or we send them up north, ship them to friends and family up north, you see, now. But anyway, this mango, so this is they are all ready. This one will be ripe in a couple of days. And this one is ready to eat, you see. It's a very special variety. It's the same process. Everything ripens. Our Gnan too within us is also ripening to the full lovely taste. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Dice que Shuddha, que en el jardín de su casa tienen un árbol de mango. Él y su esposa tienen un árbol de mango y les da hermosos mangos, los cuales ellos comen y también los comparten con todas las personas que los visitan o le envían amigos que están más al norte. En Florida hay muchos árboles de mango.
Mm.
Y nos mostró 2 mangos. Uno que todavía no está lo suficientemente maduro y el otro que estaba listo para comer.
Mm-hmm.
Y,
Yeah.
es el proceso de la maduración.
Yeah.
De esta misma forma, nosotros vamos madurando completa y amorosamente.
Yeah. And so when a sour mango comes, when what you had desired for, the sweet thing that you had desired for, if it turns out to be sour, It is sour. That's how it is. Don't spoil your face against it. Don't blame the object, and don't blame the man who went to the market to purchase it. Yeah, sour is sour and sweet is sweet. That's all there is to it. Why? Where's the reason for the conflict? Well, oh, you wasted 500 rupees, or now it might be 1,000 rupees for a dozen, you wasted the money, now, so that shows your great, total ignorance of the process of sour, sweet, sour, bitter that arrives on your doorstep, you see, in front of you. It's not happening to you, it's happening to this one called Damian and Fabi and Carlos, but you may, you go with all kinds of faces, people can tell you are not happy. People can tell you're not happy. Yeah.
El mango, el mango puede ser dulce o puede ser amargo. Y lo que yo deseo puede ser que no resulte dulce. Entonces Tada dice que no arruines tu cara. No arruines tu cara con la persona que compró el mango. No te enojes con el mango. Que no te arruines. Eso es, tiene que ver con la ignorancia. Y todo esto es un proceso. Y es un proceso y a veces puede ser dulce y a veces puede ser amargo. Pero esto es algo que está sucediendo, que surge en tu puerta, surge frente a ti. En realidad le sucede a Damián, a Carlos, a todos. Y el tema es las caras que ponemos. Y con la cara que podemos ver si somos felices o no somos felices.
Mm-hmm. It's a very subtle transition, but a very magnificent transition from the differences in the taste of this world that comes in front of us and our own desireless state. Our own desireless taste. This one is filled with desires and ambitions and wanting it this way, wanting it this way. This is how it should be. And it's not like the other mango that I tasted, you see. It's not like the other one that I tasted. And mango here can be substituted for a woman, you see. So, it's not like that one, geez, you want to, what do you want to do? You want to plant something? You want to plant for another one for next life, you see?
No, sure not. Sure not. Esta es una sutil y magnífica transición del mundo que viene a nosotros y tiene que ver con nuestra falta de deseo, ¿no? Porque si estamos en el deseo, quiero esto, no quiero esto, el mango no me gusta el sabor, y el mango simplemente es un ejemplo, porque esto también puede suceder con una mujer, con un hombre o con cualquier situación.
Does not let you remain in the present, you see. Does not, it does not even let you, appreciate the true beauty of what you are having right now. The moment it goes inside your mouth, you're in a comparison mode, You're in a comparison mode, you know.
Ujú. Yes. Esto no te permite estar en el presente, ¿no? Y no te permite ver la verdadera belleza de lo que está sucediendo, porque estás en el modo comparación.
Yeah. It's okay to compare things, you know. It's okay. You know, this cloth is not as delicate and fine as the other one, and I can see why this one is more expensive, etc., etc. But stop it when it comes to human interaction, human beings. Yeah, you'll be in trouble. You know, Dada is warning. You know, now Dada, Dada is warning about replanting the seed. You see, you know, kashai, simple words, kashai of any kind is the seed for charging a next life, kashai. Mm-hmm. And now this,
Yes.
and yeah, sorry, go on.
Ok, comparar las cosas, ¿no? Comparar cosas, podemos decir, bueno, sobre una ropa, una tela, podemos decir, esta puedo ver que es diferente que esta es más cara, es otra calidad. Ahí no hay problema. El problema surge cuando hacemos estas comparaciones con personas. Entonces, en ese momento, Dada dice, páralo, porque esta es la advertencia que Dada nos da. Dada nos da la advertencia de no plantar más. Y esto lo tenemos que hacer sin kashais, porque los kashais son las semillas de carga.
There is a thing called vastu. It means in the relative, it means a thing. Think, you know, think. I know, what difference does it make? In the relative, it's just an object, physical thing, you know. And as opposed to vyakti means a thing with a soul. Yeah, now you are in trouble, you see, vyakti. People, many men treat a woman like an object, a thing, you know. Use them, discard them, play with them, you know. Think. They have zero understanding of the soul inside that human being, that person. They don't understand.
Yes. Vatsu, en lo relativo quiere decir es una cosa, es un objeto, es algo físico. Yatki es una cosa con alma. Entonces, ahora estás en problemas si te metes con eso. Por ejemplo, un hombre con una mujer la usa, la descarta como si fuese una cosa y tiene cero entendimiento del alma de esa persona.
Magnificent satsang of Dada today, my dear friends.
Always, always.
Yeah, right.
Always.
It just kind of, it takes us higher and higher. He takes us higher and higher with him, you see. And this being high inside cannot be seen by anyone. It's for you and I, you see. It's for you and I inside.
Yes. Este maravilloso y magnífico satsang de Dada nos eleva con él y esto no puede ser visto, solo nosotros lo podemos ver y esto sucede en el interior.
This last heading about then it charges karma is not applicable to we Mahatmas because we are forever, permanently lifted up from kashais that are going to die inside a Fabi, Marcella, Shuddha. These kashais are now dying. You see, they cannot live. They cannot live because you're not here. You and I are not in this body level existence. We are not in the body level existence. We are not in the mind level existence. We are not anywhere out there.
Yes. Esto que acabamos de ver de cargas no es aplicable para los Mahatmas, porque nosotros hemos sido elevados de los kashais, que morirán dentro de Fabiana, de Yaya, de Marcela, y no estamos en el nivel de existencia ni de la mente ni del cuerpo.
It's extremely helpful to understand discharge, not by being here. You cannot understand discharge through the level of the intellect. You'll need it through the prajna of the five agnas. You see the prajna of the five agnas, the light of the self, that you see this discharge. You see?
Yes. No vamos a entender la descarga con el intelecto, la vamos a entender por el prajna del alma pura.
Okay, Vishuddhatma Bhagwan. Jai Sachidanand, have a wonderful
Jai
rest of the
Sachidanand.
day.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand,
Thank you,
Shuddha.
Sudha.
Thank you,
Thank
Jai
you.
Sachidanand.
thank you, Shuddha.
Jai
Let's-
Sachidanand, Sudha. Thank you. Gracias, Pati.
Yeah, sure, dear. Yeah, Jai Sachidanand. Everyone. Yeah, Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand a todos.
Yes, everyone.